The reason you've got to love mystery is it's got a very loose structure. There's going to be a crime. There's going to be somebody trying to get to the root of a crime. And outside of that, everything else is up for grabs.
When I think mystery, it's kind of like the piano and music. It all depends on the person who's playing a piano to see what comes out. I'm Jon Jordan.
I'm Ruth Jordan.
We're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. People think we're obsessed with mysteries. You haven't seen nothing yet. Ruth and I were both at our very first mystery convention separately.
Now, I would advise people who are looking to find a mate at one of these things, chances are slim to none, but it's a very happy story for us. I absolutely think that mystery makes our relationship stronger in the same way any couple who shares a hobby has a stronger relationship.
It's really cool being able to share all this stuff together and having the one really strong passion, knowing that we have a lot of same favorite authors, and we've been reading mysteries our whole lives.
I started reading mysteries when my dad sent me a book with a little note. The woman in this book reminds me of you, and it was A is for Alibi by Sue Grafton.
I started reading mysteries when I was very young. I started taking my mother's books and reading them, Ed McBain, Deliverance by James Dickey, and it just escalated. This is the dining room, and this is where we keep the majority of our books. In the hallway, we've got paperbacks and a lot of the older pulp noir stuff that's getting a little bit hard to find. As we've run out of room in the dining room, we've slowly started expanding into the bedroom, pulling out some of our favorite authors. People have a special place in our hearts.
So this is our office. This is where we talk about murder on a daily basis. As we acquire more and more books, we find ourselves pulling paperbacks out of the main house. They're stored in here. And behind us, we have a series of books that we think are some of the best books published. And we made sure we got extra copies.
Some of my favorite writers would include Lauren D. Estelman. My favorite is his PI series and his series with the Hitman.
Marcia Mueller, Thunder Bay by William Kent Kruger.
God, I love Ian Rankin. Zoe Sharp has a wonderful series about a woman who's a bodyguard.
Val McDermott, huge fan. George Pelicanos.
Peter Straub, the Blue Rose trilogy is just amazing. A number of authors, we drop what we're doing and read, both of us. One of them would be John Conley, writes an amazing series with a character named Parker.
And we never missed Charlene Harris.
Oh, there's a lot of those books that, you think you're just gonna pick up, read a couple chapters and go to bed, and you end up staying up till it's finished. I get so sucked into it, I forget to eat. I forget everything around me.
I think that's why I read mysteries almost exclusively, because any mood I'm in, I know I can find a good mystery.
The book I'm going to recommend is by Sean Cherkover, a first-time author, Big City, Bad Blood. It's one of the strongest debut novels I've read in over 20 years. It just flows so natural, and I find myself thinking, this is the way I talk, this is the way people I know talk. I really think that this is the beginning of a great series. People are going to be kicking themselves 5 years from now for not reading since the beginning.
A book that Jon and I both really enjoy, The Hell of a Woman. It's edited by Megan Abbott. The theme of the book is to reapproach the classic noir character and make her a woman. To see an interpretation of the noir character created by not one, but 20 fabulous writers adds a whole new depth to the argument. What is noir?
For someone who's unfamiliar with the mystery genre, this is a wonderful way to start because you can pick it up and read it in spurts or in pieces. So I think this is just a perfect example of a way to get people interested in the genre.
Sometimes in mysteries, there is no such thing as a happy ending.
In our everyday lives, we don't necessarily see justice or closure for everything, and we just kind of accept that. And it's nice to know that I'm going to have something where there's probably going to be a resolution. There's a satisfaction in that.
For any mood you're in, there are books that are going to be enjoyable for you. So you can read every day of your life and still not touch the piles.